it has been brought to my attention that today, August 20th, is the day that we celebrate and observe National Radio Day. What is National Radio Day? What does it mean? Why are we here? What is air? What is reality, right? All right, well, we should do something a little special just to tip of the hat to National Radio Day. So just for a minute or two, let's talk about radio.
There was a time when some good men, they got together with one another. They had to build something really great. They really had to make it. Hail Marconi and the rest of his kind were doing what they did for the human mind. They got it together. Yes, they did. Oh, yes, they did. And they worked it out. They created sound on the radio. They created sound on the radio.
All right, so it's National Radio Day, which has been celebrated since the early 1990s, I guess. And it's just a day to salute the inventors and give them some credit for the invention of this thing called radio in the late 1800s. And no one person can actually take credit for that because it was the combination of several inventions and discoveries that made radio come to life. So it was kind of an international effort. For example, in Germany, Heinrich Hertz, Hertz, his research proved that electricity could be transmitted wirelessly. And we commemorate the work of Mr. Hertz. We've actually named an engineering term after him, kilohertz. You've heard tones, right? This is a 1,000 cycle per second tone, except the phrase cycles per second has been replaced by hertz. So it's a 1 kilo for 1,000, hertz for Heinrich Hertz tone. And that's why when you write it, if you do it properly, you don't just write KHZ, you write lowercase k, capital H, lowercase z, because the H is for Hertz. It's a guy's name. So yeah, he did that. Let's see, where else? Elsewhere, we had Nikola Tesla. He patented multiple inventions, including the Tesla coil, which made radio possible. But, when it comes to the first commercially available wireless, it was the Italian Guglielmo Marconi who receives the honor of doing that. So all of those guys, we salute them, we thank them on National Radio Day. Now, I don't really know what precipitated the start of this occasion or why August 20th was chosen as the magical date. There are theories, but nobody really seems to know. And I don't know what anybody does other than anybody who's ever worked in radio goes to Facebook and posts a picture of themselves working at their very first radio station when they were 16 years old or whatever, and that's how you celebrate Radio Day, National Radio Day, excuse me. So what I'm thinking is, here you are, maybe you have a radio inside of you that you can wave to, smile at, while you're streaming rewound radio. Now, this brings up another philosophical question. Is it radio if it's not technically coming through the air? Well, you see, as time passed on, I believe that radio became kind of a generic word for any kind of audio program that entertains you, regardless of how it gets to you. So yes, I think of myself as doing a radio program here on Rewound Radio. And whether it comes to you through a wire or through the air, well, I guess if you're on Wi-Fi, it is coming through the air, so good. It's the radio. So we will celebrate National Radio Day in the spirit in which it was intended.